I just drove the Zeekr 7X rear-wheel drive and the all-wheel drive. Now, I did order the rear-wheel drive long range, which I drove, test drove, and I changed my order to the all-wheel drive. Now, that doesn't mean that the long range rear-wheel drive is not a great car. I just thought that the value proposition after driving them, it was worth paying the extra $9,000 to get the all-wheel drive. However, this review is specifically just about the long-range rear-wheel drive with the 100 kilowatt-hour battery. And I can tell you now, even though I've changed my order, I still think this car is incredible value for money, specifically for a few reasons. And I'll get to those right after this. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. I was in South Australia on the weekend. Test drove on 2 different days, the long-range all-wheel drive and the long-range rear-wheel drive. Test drove both of them on a mix of gravel, kind of slippery off-road surfaces, and on a little mini racetrack and on a drag strip.
Hey guys, about to go for another test drive in the 7X. You can probably hear the supercars in the background. I think they're all going to be electric within the next 5 years. So we'll see, hey? We'll see. Now we're going to test drive the rear-wheel drive version. So that's here, right here, rear-wheel drive. And this does not have the air suspension. I think it's going to be quite different. It's going to be quite different to the four-wheel drive. Different color as well. So let's give this a go. Okay, boys, you want to have a drive?
So you just like this, you just put your hand on it and it opens. You don't even have to pull it, it just opens up.
You ready to have a drive, Jack?
I'm ready.
You're 18, aren't you? You nervous, mate?
Hey, I'm just going to go turn traction control back a little.
Is there can you turn it off? Can you turn traction control off?
You can.
You
I
can.
don't recommend it around here.
No, but because I'm with you. But when I own the car, it's
When
okay.
you own the car, you can
Have you?
turn it off.
What do you think of it without traction control? The reason I ask is because you've had a lot of experience driving race cars.
Yeah.
So what would you say?
There's a lot of torque to put through the rear wheels.
Okay.
You can break that traction quite
Easily,
easily.
yeah.
It is a bit of fun though.
So torque it in. Oh, you can turn the traction control off on both models.
Yes.
And obviously.
Touchscreen.
Okay.
So obviously the all-wheel drive model,
Yeah.
it's got what we call lightning switch technology. So obviously if you put your foot into the accelerator pedal,
Yeah.
it's going to switch to all-wheel drive anyway. It will balance out much better than that.
It's going to drive in front-wheel drive mode normally.
Rear-wheel drive.
Rear-wheel drive normally. Ah, that's a good default because often a lot of cars are front-wheel drive default,
Yeah.
and I don't really like that.
Yeah. So predominantly rear-wheel drive, lightning switch when you need those overtaking maneuvers.
Yeah.
It switches to all-wheel drive.
How long does it take to switch or drive?
Hundredth of a second.
100th of a second.
It's super quick. That's why they call it lightning switch.
That's much different to, like, I've had Volvos and Volkswagens and stuff, and it's longer than that.
Yeah. So
Okay.
a lot of engineering's gone into it. They've developed the programs to work the way a performance vehicle should work.
Because I never felt like it was actually driving in rear-wheel drive when I was driving it. It just felt.
It felt very pleasant.
Yeah.
It felt neutral and
Yeah.
you couldn't really tell. If
It felt actually more like it was just an all-wheel drive car.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Yeah, amazing thing.
Yeah. All right, thanks, man. I'll jump in that front seat. This one has one motor, boys, so it'll be a bit slower than the other one. Why did it just do that? Just got into a certain position, so they'll obviously put it into.
Oh.
There we go.
they've obviously put it. The wheel seems very high.
Okay.
So let's see if we can. Oh, that's how you adjust
Yep.
it. Okay.
Once you go into this position.
Ah,
steering.
right. Okay. It's a bit better.
You sure?
This one, the other one's a bit more expensive because it's got the air suspension and bigger wheels and a few other features to help. Let's try that. Let's see if that's okay. One pedal driving.
One time with me.
Strong regen.
Recording so I can actually.
That's what I probably want to have. Everything's in sport. All right, guys, let's go. Ready. Yeah, very big difference in power.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Slightly duller in that instant response there.
Close the window, Cal.
yeah,
Dad.
I didn't do anything. I didn't even press anything.
Oh. Okay.
No, that's good.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's actually a huge difference.
Not definitely not as punchy.
No. But that's what you get for your extra 70 kilometers of range or 80 kilometers of range, whatever it is, I guess.
Yeah.
Which way we're going to go back to the
Yeah, if you like.
gravel bit or?
Yeah, if you want.
Okay.
The gravel bit will be right.
Yep. I remember on a public road, right?
Yeah, that's
This
right.
bit, this bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of a grey area, but yeah.
Yeah. So technically, are you meant to be
Next one.
next one? Yeah. So it goes around this corner.
Around this corner and then left at the gate up there.
Okay.
Unless you want to go longer dirt road, we can go to the second one.
Okay, go to the second
Yeah.
one. We're doing 120, boys. There we go.
Wow.
Is it much further down?
Just before the crest.
Just before the crest. Okay.
I keep forgetting the fact that we're at a different.
The suspension does feel a bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's little bit more rigid and
Yeah, a little bit more rigid. Yeah.
this is not as compliant as the other one.
Yeah, it's a little bit more bouncy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just that. I guess they've just picked a damper setting that's kind of mid-range.
Yeah. This does have some kind of damper control or something. CCS,
Electrical it would
constantly,
do. Yeah.
constantly something damping.
Yeah, it would be electrical.
I'm going to try and work out how that works.
I'd say it'll be through the ECU that just kind of does it as it goes.
Okay.
It probably signals a high bump situation and changes the valving just so.
Yes, I think Tony's got the key.
There we go. Left up here. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, copy.
Yeah, you're right about that front. It not being there. It's the tyres,
Tyre,
isn't it?
yeah.
You feel it instantly here. Kickdown takes a little longer. Are we in sport right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'd say that'd be the battery difference between the two.
It goes initially, and then it sort of
Yeah, the ECU will be.
kicks in. You reckon?
Yeah, cutting that'll be the traction control.
Okay.
Just going.
Okay. So, boys, I'm accelerating quick. See how we go around this corner. That was a good one. Bit more movement there, side to side. The tyre, I'm pretty sure the tyres are smaller on this than the other one. As in the width. The width is a bit narrower.
Correct.
Yeah.
And the brakes are smaller as well.
Brakes, okay. Yeah. What's the difference in the brake size between the long range and the all drive? Do you know?
I don't know exactly the size difference, but you've got that 8-piston caliper.
The 8-piston.
Yeah, where
and
this is just the 4-piston.
4-piston. Okay.
Yeah.
So quite a difference then.
Quite a difference, yeah.
That's something people haven't talked about. The difference in the brakes.
you're getting a lot.
Getting a lot
for
of
your money.
stuff, yeah,
A lot
yeah.
of stuff. I mean, the brakes, the engine, the battery,
Yeah.
the suspension. That's a lot for
That is, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. See if we bounce up this. That was kind of fun. Boys, go around here.
Yeah.
That so much reminds you of driving the old front-wheel drive hot hatches, you know?
Yeah.
Doing that around corners.
Yeah.
Oh, what have I done?
Oh, I probably got a little rock under there.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we've got a rock stuck in the under the car somewhere. Oh, you found it.
Yeah, I found it.
So I did a slide and this rock has bounced up into.
This guy.
Oh, is this that really?
I reckon it was in the
Oh, it's in there.
yeah
So it was stuck between.
the caliper.
Interesting. Yeah.
I think it flicked up where we were around the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, there's rocks everywhere around here.
Mate, do you want to give us a little go? And yeah, with your professional skills.
Okay.
All right, guys, this is what a dirty Zeekr X rear-wheel drive looks like. So these are 4-piston brakes, and that's the difference between this and the all-wheel drive version. One of the differences that no one's really talked about, the all-wheel drive has 8-piston brakes, much significantly stronger. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the standard car with a piston on the back only.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
other one's real performance, mate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder what the caliper is there any difference in calipers? Do you think?
Huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely different.
Okay. Now, the long range rear wheel drive gets a 100 kilowatt hour battery made by Cadel. It's called the chill-in battery. It's higher energy density than the base model. The base model gets a 75 kilowatt hour battery. I didn't drive the base model. And I don't think most people are going to buy that option, even though it's a really good battery. It's a 75 kilowatt hour golden brick battery from Geely. I think most people are going to option and get the long range rear wheel drive with that 100 kilowatt hour battery because that's going to give you 615 kilometers of range. This is the longest range electric SUV on the market of this size and for this price as well. I mean, $63,990 for a car with this kind of range is pretty remarkable. And when you consider the standard features it gets, the heads-up display, the ventilated heated seats and massaging seats as well, that really, really nice interior, those screens are high quality. Honestly, it's a really good value car. So I'm trying to tell the differences in the interior here. I can't. There is a different stereo system, I heard. I'm pretty sure there is. But hang on, which model is this? Is this the 100 kilowatt hour battery or the 75?
I'm not too sure on that. I think it's 100 kilowatt.
We might be able to find that out if we look through what's our range? 488 kilometers.
Yeah.
It must be the 100 kilowatt hour battery.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Plus, it's worth mentioning, it can charge incredibly quickly. In fact, the base model can charge in 10.5 minutes with that smaller battery at around 450 kilowatt. But the long range rear wheel drive can also charge at 450 kilowatt charging speeds, meaning you can charge that battery in around 13 minutes from 10 to 80%. It's the fastest charging EV available right now in Australia. That's pretty amazing for this kind of price. Plus, it does get a fair bit of power. This car has a 310 kilowatt, 440 newton meter silicon carbide rear motor. That means it can go from 0 to 100 in 6 seconds. Now you might be thinking to yourself, 310 kilowatt, 0 to 100 takes 6 seconds. Why is it not that fast? Well, the reason is it's a relatively big car. It's relatively heavy because it has that big 100 kilowatt hour battery. And honestly, yeah, the performance when you put your foot down, it's nowhere near as rapid as the all-wheel drive. But as a result, you're getting more range. Doesn't have a front motor, you're getting more range. So that's the benefit of this car. Plus, it's $9,000 cheaper than the all-wheel drive. Now, one big benefit of this car that people are talking about is 22 kilowatt DC charging, 22 kilowatt AC charging. Most cars can't do that. And that means if you charge at home, for example, if you want to install a 22 kilowatt DC charger, one of the new vehicle to grid chargers that are capable of that kind of speed, you can recharge your car in literally only about 3 hours. Really, really fast. And there's actually quite a lot of destination chargers that can charge it up to 22 kilowatt as well. So that is a benefit, believe it or not. I think all EVs should be capable of 22 kilowatt AC charging. I mean, why not? It just makes sense. Now, what compares to this car in terms of rivals? There is the Xpeng G6 rear-wheel drive. Similar price, the Xpeng G6 is a little cheaper. It's about $4,000 cheaper, plus there's no delivery fee. So it ends up being about $7,000 cheaper. I think these are the two closest rivals, because if you compare the Tesla Model Y base model, that ends up being about $58,000. Pretty close in price to this. The truth is, this is a significantly better car in multiple levels. I mean, it has a digital display right in front of the driver, much faster charging. The Tesla charges at a maximum speed of 170 kilowatt. This is 450. This has a much nicer interior. It's got, as I mentioned earlier, phenomenal heads-up display. And overall, it's obviously got more range, a lot more range than the Model Y, which has 470 kilometers of range. This has 615. Quite a big difference in what you're getting for the money. For me, the real question here is, there's a BYD C-Line 7, but I honestly think the two best cars right now in this segment in terms of the value proposition are the G6, the Xpeng G6, and the Zeekr 7X. Now, I've actually got an Xpeng G6, so I'll compare the 7X to my G6 very soon when I take delivery of my Zeekr 7X. It's going to be really interesting to actually show you guys the differences between those two cars. Now, for me, sitting behind the wheel in the Zeekr 7X rear-wheel drive, there's a definite difference in the ride quality of the all-wheel drive versus the rear-wheel drive. The all-wheel drive has air suspension and continuously variable dampers. The rear-wheel drive gets continuously variable dampers, but no air suspension. And you can tell, right? The ride is a little more bumpy, a little bit more bouncy in the rear-wheel drive. Does that mean the ride is bad? No, absolutely not. It's not a bad ride at all. But I think that having the air suspension is a definite improvement in the all-wheel drive version. Okay, guys, we're driving right now the 100 kilowatt hour battery rear-wheel drive version, which is the mid-spec model. This is the one I originally ordered, but I changed my order to the all-wheel drive.
Why?
I'll talk about that in the video. One of the reasons is I think the air suspension is really good. All drive, I think for the extra $9,000 it's worth it. What do you think?
Oh, for sure. For $9,000,
You're getting a lot more performance. Yeah,
a lot more performance. If you ever need that extra height, go on the beach or something like that.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. I think if you've driven any other EVs, I would say the 7X rear-wheel drive has a similar ride to an Xpeng G6. In fact, it's quite similar. It's not that much different to a Tesla Model Y rear-wheel drive as well. Fairly similar. Not perfectly flat around corners, but pretty flat. And also, whilst you do feel the road a bit more, it is a little bit more bumpy. I think they've actually done a really good at tuning the suspension for a combination between comfort and handling. Obviously, handling, you want to have stiff suspension for going around corners with no body roll. And while Zeekr have tried to do that in this car to eliminate body roll, if you go too far with that and you make it too stiff, well, it's not going to be very comfortable on the road. So it's a combination between the two, and I think it does work pretty well.
That was it. That was just that rock.
Yeah, amazing what one tiny little rock will do. It sounded massive. It sounded like you're just... There you go, guys. This is how a professional driver drives. Completely different to Dad. Oh. So you've done some rally driving, racing.
Stuff? Yeah.
I can tell you got some good control, mate.
The tractor control would be a lot better.
Hey. Oh, can we take it off? We can.
No idea.
Yeah. Let's see, eh? Let's see.
Now it has frameless doors, a panoramic glass roof paired with a powered sunshade, which is actually really cool. That's perfect for letting in just the right of light in Australian sunshine, especially in summer. There's a sleek e-latch that allows entry into the vehicle via a fob or a phone app. While the Performance gets electric doors, I don't think the electric doors really add that much value to the car, to be honest. And it's not something you're going to miss in the rear-wheel drive. Now, inside, there is both the driver and front passenger get seats that have plush 14-way power adjustments with massage, heating, ventilation, and memory functions. So the seats are quite comfortable, guys. For me, the perfect scenario is when you get out of a car and you don't think about the seats. You don't think to yourself, oh, how do I feel in this car? And I didn't really have this. Basically, I got in the car and I never really thought about how I felt. Do I need to adjust this car? Do I need to adjust the lumbar support? Do I need to move it around? The only thing that really came to my mind when I got in the car was I needed to move the steering wheel position because it was too high. Someone had it really high. Maybe they were really tall. I don't know. So for me, the seats were actually quite comfortable. There is a tri-zone climate control system, and it promises really good passenger comfort in all seats. So tri-zone, I think, is a good feature. The Long Range and the Performance also get rear privacy glass, and the Performance has built-in screens in the rear doors that basically cover the rear windows, and they can be closed with the same window opening controls. Now, the actual 7X Long Range that I tested also had this feature. I thought it wasn't going to get this feature, but it was in that car. So maybe the 7X rear-wheel drive does get that sunblind, the automatic electric sunblinds for the rear windows as well. The Performance all-wheel drive, we thought that was going to be the model that would get that feature. So yeah, good to know that actually is in the rear-wheel drive too.
And the other one has the retractable sunblinds in the side windows as well. They come out of the side of the windows.
This one does too.
Does it?
Yeah.
I don't think it does.
No, I don't think this one does.
Look,
Press
it's
and
doing
hold
it
the
right
window.
now. I just did it.
Press and hold.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Good job.
See?
I thought that was only for the other one. That's Cal. You've discovered something very interesting.
Yeah.
Well done.
I was doing that.
Okay.
I was trying to figure out how to open and close the window, and I just did that.
Yeah.
Nice, Cal. So I've told people the wrong thing. I thought that was only for the all-wheel drive version, but it wasn't.
Good to know.
What about tech and safety? Well, cockpit, all right. How easy was the screen to use, navigate? I found it quite easy to use and navigate. To be honest, there was one thing I was looking for. I was trying to turn off the actual traction control. That took a while to find. Yeah, and we did succeed in finding that.
Off. I'm going to see how that goes on gravel. Straight away, what a difference that is. That's amazing. Oh, boys. Yeah, we're drifting around all over the place, eh? Whoa, look at this. So you see how he does the reverse lock on the steering wheel when he goes one way? Then you've got to turn the wheel the other way to get the... Yeah.
Brake to get the front in.
Nice. Nice.
But that took us a little while to find. Everything else we found really, really quickly. But I've got to admit to you guys, I have used Zeekr's software systems in their cars, the operating systems before. So I have had a little bit of experience, but I do find them pretty simple to use. Now there is a 13-inch high definition instrument cluster. It's a really good quality instrument cluster, 13 inches. It's big, you can read it, but you're probably not going to watch it all that much because the heads-up display is way better. Now, what about the center screen? It's got a 16-inch 3.5K mini LED infotainment screen, which is extremely good definition. It's very, very, very clear, easy to read. The car has a 5 nanometer Snapdragon 8295 chip from Qualcomm. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, they're easy to use, easy to set up. And there is also 2 spaces for 50 kilowatt wireless phone charging. Safety, this is a safe car. The 7X has an advanced suite of driver assistance systems powered by Mobileye 12 VIR ADAS, including a crystal clear 360-degree surround view camera, which I did test and it actually works really well, plus a robust collision prevention features. Complementing these systems, the sturdy construction incorporates 2000 MPa ultra high strength steel. Most of the car is made using ultra high strength steel, and triple layer battery encasement. So that means if you're in a crash and another vehicle hits your battery, very unlikely that it'll catch fire. Sound. How does the car sound? I turned the sound up in the car and I've got to say, I thought it was really good. The base model sound system, not the best, but the long range rear wheel drive and the all wheel drive, they get a really good sound system. It's a 21 speaker, 7 channel sound system. Yeah. Zeekr's Sound Pro Audio. I don't know what brand makes it, but whoever does, they do a really good job. The base model just gets an ordinary 10 speakers. So going from that 10 speaker sound system to the 21 speaker sound system in the all-wheel drive and the long range rear-wheel drive, there's an enormous difference. I was really impressed by the sound. I've tested the sound quality now on a few different occasions in the 7X, not just at this test drive, but also at the launch as well.
Okay, so that's moving our headrest up.
Wheels. The wheels are a really logical size. They're 19-inch wheels, which I think makes total sense. Tires are cheaper. It helps with ride quality if you have bigger tires. If you have smaller wheels. It's a really good decision from Zeekr to go with 19-inch rims and not put anything bigger on them. The 21-inch rims on the performance version, I think that's actually a downside. Now, there's one other thing I wanted to mention, guys. When I was braking in the car, hard braking, I'm talking 120 kilometers an hour down to 0 as hard as I could, I felt like the ABS didn't kick in and do, normally the ABS goes and it feels really jerky and really strange. Now, the brakes in this car were brilliant. However they've tuned them, they've done an amazing job at getting it to just feel like it's not a harsh braking system when you're braking hard. It feels just natural. They've obviously blended regen and the normal brake pads together in hard braking scenarios, and it actually works really, really well. So the ride quality, yeah, not quite as good as the all-wheel drive. It's not perfect. It's pretty good, similar to an Xpeng G6. Sound system, 21 speakers, it's amazing. The infotainment, great. One downside for me personally is I didn't get a chance to test the ADAS features properly. The automated cruise control, for example. It's in other Zeekrs that I've tested, it hasn't been the best. But Zeekr have told me that this software in this car is an improvement over their previous cars. So hopefully that's the case. When I get delivery of my car, I'll test all that stuff straight away and I'll have another video up on the channel. In terms of the value proposition of this car, $64,000. There is a big dealer delivery fee. It's like $3,000 or something like that. But $64,000 is extremely good value considering you're getting a massive battery pack. And tests in Europe show that really the range of this car, 615 kilometers, is actually achievable in real life. So some cars, you're not going to get the WLTP. It's just too exaggerated for some reason. But this car with that massive battery is actually getting the real world range it said it should. So that's really cool. Overall, I think the 7X long range rear wheel drive is one of the best value for money cars on the market. But if you can stretch, pay that extra $9,000, I think the all-wheel drive is worth paying the extra if you can. But if your priority though is towing or going on real long trips, so need to get as much range as you can, then this is the better option. This is the best option probably right now for towing on the Australian market if you're like after a mid-sized family SUV, because you're going to get a huge battery, lots of range, and that's going to give you the ability to tow stuff, not huge things, but maybe a trailer or something like that, maybe a small caravan. You'll be able to tow one of those without having so little range. You're going to be really, really annoyed. So I hope that sums it up for you guys really well. I think this car, considering the size of battery you're getting, if you look at the dollars per kilowatt hour battery pack size, this actually incredibly, incredibly good value. Thanks for watching. The Sydney EV International Motor Show. If you want to get a 50% discount on your tickets, all you got to do, click the link in the description and use the promotion code that's in the description. Just copy and paste that. Now, I should mention there's only 200 tickets available per day. So if you go to use the promo code and you can't get a ticket, wait till the next day. Don't wait until the day before the show to get your tickets, because otherwise you'll probably miss out on getting the 50% discount.